The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Many are the plans in a person's hope, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. So, this is something that I've been planning to do a long time. Well, obviously, wasn't in the Lord's plan for me to do it any sooner. Wasn't in the Lord's plan that I should do it the way I was planning. Sometimes I wish the Lord was a little bit more clear on what his plans were. But his ways are higher than ours. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. He knows what we need to know when we need to know it. Even if we disagree at the time. Like, I have a secular job. Things were going stressful where I was working. And an opportunity came up where I could move to a different location, get a promotion. Well, things didn't go as I had thought they would. And I remained where I was for a while. Eventually got the chance to move, and the day before I was going to move, turns out I was getting that promotion as well. Yeah, timing of the Lord. And looking back, there are things that, had I moved out sooner, may not have gone as well. Like, another store ended up needing a manager, and, well, the person who ended up getting the job that I now have, he became the manager, but it'd have been there to get that promotion if I had gotten the position I was hoping for. So, there is that. And then, with those that I work with, they may have quit sooner, making everything all that much worse for the store. I mean, it's already pretty terrible now, but... And it's possible that another person has now proven himself to be deserving of a promotion that he wouldn't have gotten otherwise, that I wouldn't have thought he was ready otherwise. So, the Lord knows all these little details that are going to happen that we may never know. And it's not our job to know, only to trust that He does. Sometimes we think things need to be moving faster, but it could just be the Lord teaching us to slow down and smell the roses. Another option is, it isn't meant to be. Sometimes His answer to us is no, and we have to accept that. We may not know why the answer is no, or we could find out within a few months. Oh, that is why. Or it could be that once we get to the other side, we'll realize, oh, I was touching this person's life. God is not willing for any to perish, so sometimes He will tell us no, so that someone else may get saved. Then there are times it is just, not yet. And in those times, we are impatiently waiting. And then, there are also times where the answer is yes, but not in the way you want. Like, if you're praying for healing for a family member, if they are a believer, the answer is always yes. May not be on this side of heaven, though. At least in that situation, you can praise because you know they are in glory. But we may never understand the Lord's purposes, and that is hard sometimes. But as Paul said, when he prayed for the thorn in his side to be taken away, the Lord's response was, "My grace is sufficient." And maybe that's what the Lord is trying to teach all of us in our times of pain, in our times of doubt. It's not an easy lesson to learn. Believe me, I've had to be taught that more than once, more than twice. I'm not sure I'll ever truly understand it. But hopefully sometime this side of heaven I will. Point is, trust in the Lord, trust His plans. That doesn't mean don't ever plan. Yeah, the Bible even says to make plans. And it also suggests do it with the counsel of those who have been around the block a few times. Solomon's son, he got advice from those who had been around the block and those who were his peers. Yeah, Israel broke apart because he listened to his peers rather than the elders. Yeah, I doubt we'd have something as disastrous happen, but still suggests it can be disastrous if we decide to go our own way. If you don't have that support group of people who know what they're saying, you need to find a better church. Luckily, I have that support group. They don't always understand the plans of the Lord, but they've been around long enough to know. Yes, trust in what the Lord is planning, even if you don't understand it. His timing, His plans are perfect, even if we don't see it here. Just trust in the Lord's timing. Good day, and God bless.